Hi, I'm Karen. Are you or someone you know at risk for falling? Well, I bet you think that it won't happen to you, but how can you be sure? 29 million Americans fell in 2016. 7 million of them were injured, some to the point of death. $31 million was spent that year on injuries from falls. So how do you know if you're going to be included in this year's statistics? Controlling your balance is the key to keeping your balance. And balance has 4 different aspects of it that are kind of under the control or that we can influence. And so let me go over those 4 for you. Number 1 is your vision. So your vision is integrally tied to your balance. Have you ever noticed at night that when you get up to go to the bathroom or when you're out in the dark that it's a little bit more difficult to balance? That's because you don't have all the input going into your eye and your brain to tell you what position you're in. Number 2 is called proprioception. That's a large word, but it just means the sensation on your skin of your hands and your feet and of your joints. So if your feet don't have all their sensation, you can't feel the floor so well. That's not so good. And your proprioception also tells you what position you're in, what position your joints are in, so that you'll know if you're tipped a little bit, if you're bent a little bit, or if you're standing up straight. Number 3 is vestibular. Again, another large word that just means inner ear. So your inner ear tells you whether or not you're tipped sideways or even upside down, but it has to do with the pull of gravity and how it reflects on your ears. And that can be something that can be helped to work a little bit better too. And number 4 is your strength. So have you ever thought of getting off the ground, but you had to push with your arms right onto your knee, and before you used to be able to just get down and up on your own? That would be your strength that's changing a little bit and will be affecting your balance. So today I want to talk about 3 tests that we can do to see whether or not you're at risk for falling because your balance is not as good as it once was. Number 1 is an easy question. Have you fallen in the past year? Now that sounds like a fall would be all the way to the ground, but not necessarily. Fall means if you lost your balance and caught yourself on a chair or on a counter, that's also considered a fall. So think about that. Have you fallen or lost your balance in the past year? Number 2, can you get out of a chair easily 2 times in a row without the use of your hands? Then you know you have plenty of strength, balance, and proprioception. The 3rd thing is, can you stand on one leg? Now, I don't know your history or your medical condition, so I just want you to be careful about this, and I would say probably start with just touching your toe first, and then if you feel comfortable enough, try standing on one leg. And then I want you to try standing on another leg. You should be able to stand for between 5 to 10 seconds on each leg if you have good balance. So, hopefully I've answered your questions. Are you at risk for fall? If you have 1 or more of these tests that are difficult or you're unable to do, then yes, you are at risk for fall and your balance needs to be improved. I hope that answers your question today.